Have you ever had such a strong connection with an animal in your life that it felt almost otherworldly? It felt like maybe you had been together in previous lifetimes, maybe in ways that you don't quite understand. If so, then I hope you'll stick with me for an excerpt from my poem called The Chloe Connection. Hi, my name is Bloch, and I'm the award winning poet and author of 4 books that consist of poetry and prose. My channel is called The Practical Poet, and each week on my channel, I feature a different video poetry reading from one of my 4 books, or maybe even some new material. And the poem that I'm featuring today is not featured in any of my books, so this is some newer material. The poem is available on my blog at thepracticalpoet.com/blog, and then this poem is called The Chloe Connection. This is a poem that was written shortly after my soul pet, Chloe, passed away very suddenly. And right after she died, I started noticing odd things happening around the house. And I realized, that maybe she was still around. She was still kind of doing some silly antics and stuff. Shortly after that, she led us to, and I do believe she led us. I had a dream that was very much imprinted in my brain, and that led us to our newest kitty, Clover, who looks very similar to Chloe. They have similar mannerisms, and it's just almost bizarre. Speak of the devil, here she is right now, or speak of the angel, I should say. Say hi, Clover. So what I'd like to do for you now is read a couple of verses from the Chloe Connection, and if you like what you hear, I hope that you'll head over to my channel. I will link the video below, or even to my blog for the written copy and the whole full backstory of the Chloe Connection. So I'm going to go ahead and just read a couple of verses now, and I did have this made into a portrait that's hanging on my wall with both kitties. So this is Chloe. She's got her little halo on, and this is Clover, and you can see the resemblance there. So I'm going to go ahead and just read a couple verses of the Chloe Connection. There are so many things we don't know. Much of life is a mystery. I believe there are forces at work, even though we cannot see. I believe our loved ones are with us. I believe in angels and guides. I believe that hope can exist in our hearts, even if pain still resides. I am sure there are forces to steer us, always working behind the scenes, even if we can't always feel it or don't understand what it means. I know I will never forget you, even as time marches on. I feel our souls are connected, as evidenced by our strong bond. So that was just a couple of verses of the Chloe Connection. Again, you can hear the whole story in the video that I will link below, or check out my blog at thepracticalpoet.com for the written version and the full backstory on the Chloe Connection. Thank you so much. Have a great day.